Hey, this is Ciderhelm and welcome back to Tactical Teamwork. Teamwork is more than just attitude, it's also game knowledge. As a team player, your goal is to mitigate your team's weaknesses and amplify their strengths, but you can't do this effectively unless you understand what those weaknesses and strengths are. Because of this, one of the best ways we can improve our chances of victory is by learning the strengths and weaknesses of the different champion roles. To illustrate this concept, we're going to look at a few examples. In this first example, I'm playing Kog'Maw and Lee Sin catches me out of position. As a late game marksman, I offer extreme damage but can easily be burst down by Riven. With auras, multiple shields, lifesteal, and bonus armor I had purchased for a Guardian Angel, I was able to survive nearly 3 times as much damage as what would normally have killed me. In the second example, I'm playing Teemo. Ezreal and Jinx are definitely the biggest threats on the enemy team. Elise and I have relatively short range, so our teammates keep the fight further back and only focus the closest targets rather than diving deep on Ezreal. Not immediately seeing Twitch, Jinx unwittingly got out of position, which led to an easy kill. But Twitch never put himself out of position for this. In both of these examples, there was a fundamental question at play. Does a team dive onto further back enemies to kill them, or do they hold off to make sure their ally is okay? And if so, which allies need to be protected? When your carries are less survivable and less able to escape, it tends to be a good idea to watch out for them and protect them, especially against assassins. But that's not always the case. If you've got a really strong assassin, for instance, you may want to dive hard on an opposing carry to help your assassin burst them down. Let's look at a couple more examples, this time from high rank solo queue. This Nasus is walking into the enemy team fully understanding he's going to eat a ton of damage. He's decided to do this, and Udyr follows up because they are intentionally trying to soak up as much damage and as many ultimates as possible from the enemy team. Because of this, the rest of his team is able to come in and they're able to knock out the inhibitor before backing out. And in this match, Taric has fed Caitlyn a number of kills at bottom lane. Because he knows Caitlyn is safe due to her range and item advantage, he's begun roaming. After helping top, he's now focusing on Annie, who's been camped at mid lane. With his stun and Annie's stun combined, he'll have no problems helping feed mid lane and pulling that lane ahead as well. As a support, his understanding of when he can leave his allies and when he can help them allows him to snowball each of his other lanes. So how do you gain the game knowledge to know how to best help your team? Watching videos and streams as well as reading guides can help with this. But to really understand the limits of your allies, a common suggestion that I agree with is that everyone should at least try each of the roles, even if they don't like them, to get an idea of how they work. I'd go one step further and recommend trying several champions within the same role when there's a big range or mobility difference, as these are big determining factors in how these champions function. For example, Ryze's short range, Lux's long range, and Gragas's mobility each need to be played with a little differently to maximize the team's performance. Thanks for watching this episode of Tactical Teamwork. Let me know what subjects you're looking forward to, especially in Season 4.